Are you thinking of moving to Port Moody, but you're not quite sure which area or neighborhood might be right for you? Well, in this video, I'm going to reveal the top 5 neighborhoods in Port Moody right after this. Hey everyone, I'm Craig Veroni with RE/MAX Masters Realty. I'm your local real estate agent here in Vancouver, BC. Today's video is all about the top 5 neighborhoods in Port Moody that's going to fit your lifestyle. I shoot a ton of videos about what it's like to live, love, and own here in Vancouver. So if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell as well so you can be notified the moment I have a new video out. This is a very special and nostalgic episode for me because I grew up here in Port Moody. I still have a number of friends who call this home, and I don't get back here quite as often as I'd like. In fact, I haven't been back in Port Moody in quite a while, so this is going to be a ton of fun for me, showing you around while I take a trip down memory lane. So for those who don't know about Port Moody, it is nestled at the east end of the Burrard Inlet, and it is the smallest of the Tri-Cities. Port Moody is bordered by Coquitlam to the east and south, and Burnaby to the west. Port Moody is home to a number of fantastic destinations such as Sassamat Lake, Bunsen Lake and Belcarra Regional Park, and of course Rocky Point Park, where once you're here, you'll want to sample Pajo's famous fish and chips. This small town received very little attention until it was declared the terminus by the Canadian Pacific Railway in 1879. After the last spike was driven at Craigellachie on November 7, 1885, the first scheduled passenger transcontinental train arrived here in Port Moody on July 4, 1886, a day which is still celebrated during Golden Spike Days annually here in Port Moody. Except for this year, it has been canceled due to the pandemic. Over the next 2 years, real estate prices soared, but soon fell flat when a 12-mile branch line was built westward along the inlet to Vancouver in 1887. Yep, real estate in Vancouver, it's never a dull moment. Okay, enough history. Let's jump into our number 5 neighborhood, which is Port Moody Centre. This is the heart of the community with many historic buildings and some older architecture. So we're in the East Hill complex where I grew up as a kid. Now, when we first moved to Port Moody, this is where I lived, and it has been about 35 years since I've been back here, and it hasn't changed a bit. It is crazy that this place looks exactly the same as I remember it. And actually, let me show you this home right here, right there. That's the townhouse that I lived in and that I grew up in. It is wild. There used to be a pool. There's a pool, not used to be, there still is a pool just down here in this complex, an indoor pool where we would swim. And man, I don't know if any of you have ever gone back to where you used to live as a kid, but I'm amazed at the flood of memories that are coming back just standing here and being here. All of the memories of things that I used to do in this area, in this neighborhood, with those friends that I grew up with. It's crazy. This neighborhood is home to Rocky Point Park, the Port Moody Station Museum, and a number of craft breweries which have sprung up in the area. This dirt lot is where my junior high school used to be. So Port Moody Junior used to sit right there. You'd attend high school here from grades 8 to 10 before going to Port Moody Senior. I think they tore this down maybe a year or two ago. I can't remember exactly, but they were building this behind it. So there is a school here in its place, which is a middle school now, Nicole Moody Middle. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful new facility that's here. But it is sad to see that's no longer there. Port Moody Senior Secondary. This is where I went to high school, and man, has it been a minute. Wow, not much has changed here, I have to say, really. It really looks pretty much the same. It's crazy. Now, the sports teams here used to be called the Moody Blues. I'm not quite sure if they still are or not. That was the gym. It may or may not still be, I'm not quite sure, but on that wall was written the Moody Blues. So maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Somebody please tell me if the sports teams here are still called the Moody Blues or not. But wow, one of the best things about this high school were the rainbow lockers. Everybody remember those? In fact, I think a lot of film companies and TV shows would come and film here because of the cool rainbow lockers that were here. But man, this is it. The old high school. Our number 4 neighborhood is College Park. Now, this neighborhood is right beside my childhood home in East Hill. In fact, I attended College Park Elementary for grade 5 when I first moved here, and then Seaview Elementary for grades 6 and 7. Crazy story about my grade 7 teacher, Norman Stoffberg, here at Seaview Elementary School. So back in South Africa, before I was even born, Norm taught my father. Fast forward to many years later when we arrive in Port Moody and my parents enroll me in school here. They discover Norm is actually teaching here. So my father immediately insists that in grade 7, I be put in his class. Now, I wasn't so keen on this idea because I had heard of Norm's reputation and I knew South African teachers were strict, but man, was it ever the best move. He was an amazing teacher and I absolutely had the best year here in grade 7 at this school. But 3 years after that, Norm taught my brother Emil in grade 7. As if that isn't crazy enough, about 7 or 8 years later, Bobby Stoffberg, Norm's son, is a teacher and winds up teaching my youngest brother, Sean. Isn't that nuts? This is West Hill Pool, and I have such fond memories of this place. I actually swam for the Port Moody Aquarians for about 10 or 11 years when I was a kid. This was a summer swim club. So through the summertime, I have vivid memories of having to jump in this cold pool at 5:30 in the morning for the first of 2 workouts of the day. So we'd be here in the morning for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then have to come back in the afternoon for our second workout. And we were either swimming at this pool or the Rocky Point pool in Rocky Point Park. But man, those were the best times growing up swimming for this club. And those were the days when I could rock a Speedo really well as well. Not so much anymore. Let me tell you a little bit about the homes in this neighborhood. Here you're going to find predominantly single-family homes with some townhouses and condos. Our number 3 neighborhood is North Shore. Yes, there is another North Shore area in Metro Vancouver. The North Shore is bordered by the Barber Street and Heritage Mountain neighborhoods to the north, Port Moody Centre to the south, and the Ioko neighborhood to the west. One of the anchor points in North Shore is Newport Village. With several condo towers and all sorts of amenities below, you pretty much have everything you need right at your doorstep. You also have Sutterbrook Village right across the street, And Eagle Ridge Hospital is right around the corner. Ioko Road, Alderside Road, and Bentley Road are some of the lovely streets along the waterfront, with many homes featuring spectacular views of the Burrard Inlet. In this neighborhood, you'll find a great mix of detached homes, condos, and townhouses for all levels of buyers. There are two great parks in this neighborhood, Old Orchard Park and Shoreline Park. And there is also a fantastic bike and pedestrian trail that runs from Old Orchard Park all the way to Rocky Point Park and is a 6-kilometer round-trip loop. Our number 2 neighborhood is Heritage Woods. Sitting right above the Heritage Mountain neighborhood, this area also offers a great mix of single-family detached homes and townhouses. The higher up the mountain you go, the better the views get. This area offers lots of parks and trails and is home to Aspenwood Elementary. It's just a 12-minute drive to Bunsen Lake or a 15-minute drive to Sassamat Lake from this neighborhood. And our number 1 neighborhood is Heritage Mountain. Nestled right in between the North Shore and Heritage Woods neighborhoods, this area is perfectly situated to everything you need in Port Moody. Many homes up the mountain have beautiful views of the Burrard Inlet and the surrounding forest. Just like its sister neighborhood Heritage Woods, it has lots of walking and bike trails to offer, including Burt Flynn Park. This is 126 acres of undeveloped land with extensive trail systems for both hikers and mountain bikers, and even has an off-leash dog park. Of course, just down the hill is the rec center, which includes an ice skating arena, and you have Newport Village and Sutterbrook Village for all your shopping and dining needs. Hey, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, you definitely want to check out this playlist here to see videos of other neighborhoods around Metro Vancouver, or check out this playlist here. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button here. On this channel, you're going to find everything you need to live, love, and own in Vancouver, so don't forget to subscribe.